Hello people, I'm the Anime Hero and I review anime so you can enjoy it. I would like to thank everyone who's commented and watched my videos so far. It's glad to know that I'm able to entertain some people for the past couple of years. However, I noticed I've been lacking a little bit of comedy, so without further ado, let's ask some questions.
DeadLink05, what do you think of moe anime? I don't like it. And since I'm currently 23 years old, seeing any underage girl is a big no-no. The closest thing to moe that I've seen was Needless, and I don't plan to watch any moe type shows as I don't find it interesting in either story, characters, or even for the eye candy. Obviously, men like to look at real women, so when it comes to anime, I prefer to watch characters that are at least age suitable, like Cutie Honey. Sexy papayas! Thank you for your question. 8blocks14. What is your favorite anime/manga? My favorite anime is hands down Fist of the North Star, aka Hokutonoken! Fist of the North Star is the series that really set my taste for anime and manga, which also became my favorite genre, the manly genre! Friends, I like manly anime. No, friends, I love manime! Fist of the North Star contains everything I love in an anime, being manly heroes, manly fights, manly tears, and manly manliness! But being more serious, Fist of the North Star is a tragic story starring the hero Kenshiro, who's viewed as the savior of the world. Kenshiro's journey is filled with love and sorrow, forcing him to create his legend as the savior of the century's end. It's a really good show that defines masculinity, which became the standard for most 80s shonens, which also inspired Sakigake Tokojuku and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I love those animes because they're manly! Friends, I like manly anime. No, friends, I love manime! Oh, and by the way, the Major actually likes Fist of the North Star, as in the Japanese dub of episode 4 in Hellsing Ultimate, he sings the opening of Fist of the North Star 2. Welcome to this crazy time. いかれた時代へようこそ。 Shintai Reviews. Congrats dude, when is the top 10 manly characters list gonna happen? And who is your favorite Joestar? That list will premiere on January 1st of 2015. Featuring either top 20 or top 25 manly characters. My favorite Joestar is actually Jotaro Kujo. There's a couple of reasons for this, and it much has to do with the OVA series of JoJo, as at the time, the anime wasn't even greenlit. So I found Jotaro as a likable lead simply because he was based on Kenshiro. Going back to the earlier question on my favorite anime, after I finished Fist of the North Star, I was searching for shows that were like it. Thus I jumped on JoJo and grew to enjoy it. While Jotaro is based on Clint Eastwood, he's also heavily influenced by Kenshiro, and maybe even by Tsurugi Momotaro. Jotaro is stoic, like Kenshiro, he punches, like Kenshiro, he yells his own battle cry, and he looks like Kenshiro. That resemblance is very strong. While Jotaro doesn't have as much depth or generosity as Kenshiro, he does contain the manly tone and delivers rage-filled beatdowns, which is enough for me. Dr. Slump, if you could reboot 3 anime series, what would they be? Well, sticking to only 3 series, I would have to go with Kinnikuman, Devilman Lady, and Sakigake Otokujuku. Kinnikuman definitely needs one, as the anime adaptation has the same problems with Dragon Ball Z, as it's slow paced and filled with too many filler scenes of extra comedy. Although I will certainly miss the original cast of actors, as most of them have passed away. All I ask is to keep the same music, and Akira Kamiya must play Kinnikuman. Devilman Lady's anime doesn't follow its manga at all, and the anime just feels boring. Even though it's a horror series, it just doesn't offer much in quality in either story or character. I still haven't finished it, but I just wish it was more like its manga. And lastly is Sakigake Otokujuku, simply because it has the best tournament arc of any series, and for some reason it's never been animated. Well, unless you count the Pachinko. Music Destruct. Can you make more of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure videos, please? I guess I better spill the beans a bit, as one of the projects that I want to do is the introduction of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which will be based on a college presentation. But I also want to do character profiles and arc analysis. Valentin Siarov, who is your favorite JoJo character who is not a JoJo? I guess it's Yoshikage Kira. I really enjoy his calm and calculating demeanor despite his bizarre hand fetish. Yoshikage is such a boss and definitely rocks the suit. Like a boss! Akira Shiki. Have you watched Stereo Experiments Lane, Legend of Galactic Heroes, or the Gundam series? I tried watching the original Mobile Suit Gundam and I only managed to make 30 episodes. As I've been watching anime for the past 3 to 4 years, I've come to realize my taste in a series. For example, I cannot get into any series that is heavy with either politics or various amounts of exposition. It's something that's been bothering me recently, which is why I lost interest in Hunter x Hunter, as I felt Togashi's writing of delivering information overshadowed his characters and tone. I've been feeling the same way with other series such as Terraform Mars and Kingdom. For some reason it just fails to keep my interest. They're not bad, but they don't have this thrill that I'm searching for. Sadly, even manly series filled with political content don't keep me invested either, such as Golgo 13 manga and Sanctuary. Much of the US licensed volumes of Golgo 13 are filled with so much politics to the point where Golgo's more of a political tool and less as a character. I know this sounds juvenile, but I'd rather have these talk-heavy shows to be more to the point, as this hilarious page from Dog Soldier sums up how I feel. So, back to the question. Out of all these series, it will be Serial Experiments Lane that I have the greater chance of watching. While I heard much praise for Legend of Galactic Heroes, I'm certain that I won't get into it. When it comes to clever shows, it needs to be very atmospheric for me, such as Ergo Proxy, Mushishi, Kaiba, or Treasure Island. I'm a Cyclops. Congrats! Have you ever seen or heard of Arashi no Yoroni? Actually, the only time I ever heard of it was on My Anime List, since it's recommended with Ringing Bell, so I might be interested in watching it. Dre: cool man, really like your videos. Question: are you Latin? And what is your favorite Berserk character? The ones who are dead count too. As you may tell from looking at me, yes, I am of Hispanic heritage, but I was born in the United States. As for Berserk, Guts is easily my favorite character, as his struggle against the forces of evil and his own anger is what makes the story fascinating. However, I was never really interested in anyone else. There's Griffith and a couple of interesting design apostles, but not many have my attention as Guts. Well, if anything, I did feel bad for the deaths of the Band of the Hog, especially Pippin. I mean, the dude got his insides eaten. But the scene that gets to me is where Casca looks back and sees Pippin takes on a few apostles. It just delivers dread, as you will never see that person again. De Mendoza 002, what is your screensaver? But wait, there's more! How about some Tatsunoko coverage? My screensaver! Oh, I don't have one. Tatsunoko as a franchise is one that has gotten my attention, especially since I'm called the anime hero, yet I haven't talked about anything that's really superheroic. So perhaps in the future, as currently I have many things that I want to talk about. Today ends so tomorrow can start. Hero, I want to know your thoughts on Marvel movie Phase 3. The following picture will summarize my feelings. No, seriously, I had to research what the Marvel phase was. And then I was like, oh, so that's what it is. So to reply to your question, I'm actually looking forward to the Hulk, Black Panther, and Doctor Strange, well, assuming this information is accurate. But there are times that I wish for a Punisher movie and a better Ghost Rider. And for old time's sake, Chuck Huber.